So today we're going to be doing the color workshop. This is the eyeshadow cream. They don't really have names to them, but so this is just the color workshop kind of pinkish eyeshadow cream. I haven't seen eyeshadow cream in a long time, so yeah. So we're going to go ahead and put this on her and let's see if it shows up. Go ahead and close your eyes. Okay, so as you can see, the eyeshadow cream on her eyes, they do show up just a little bit. I don't think layering it is going to make much of a difference. So that's the color here, the eyeshadow cream, and yeah, it's eyeshadow cream. And next, alright, so next we have another eyeshadow palette by the Color Workshop. Right here, I know you can barely see it, right here. This is sort of like a nude color set. It has 3 colors in it. So we're going to try this out on our model Shayana. So we're going to start out with, again, they don't really have names to them. Yeah, they don't really have names to them, so we're going to start out with this sort of, what color would you call that? This sort of orangish color. We're going to start off with that. And we're just going to take that and we're going to put it on our lid. And with this, you can layer it up a little bit, try and get some more of the color out on it. So there's that. There's that base. We're going to take some of this lighter color and we're going to put it in the corner of her eye. And we're going to blend that in. We're going to take it and we're going to blend it in. And it makes a really nice transition color. And then we're going to take the brown and we're going to put that at the edge. Now, I don't want to put it all the way in because her eye is really narrow and I want to kind of preserve that and the shape-wise with the eyeshadow. And I'm just gonna blend this in just a little bit. Take it and blend it in. And for this one, honestly, it doesn't show up too well, so I'm a little disappointed on that. It doesn't really have much pigment into it as you would expect for a low-end eyeshadow. But here's the color. It showed up on her eyes pretty well, but I think that they can do a little better with their eyeshadow. I think they can do a little better. I'm gonna go in with a sort of a darker color, sort of a, okay, so I'm gonna go in with a sort of a light green. We're gonna see how this one matches up. I don't think it's gonna show up too well. It's a one of the eyeshadow cream. I don't think it's gonna show up too well, but let's see. As you can see, it sort of shows up as white. It doesn't really show up as this nice minty green that it has. Let's go ahead and do a comparison. It doesn't really show up as this nice minty green. Go ahead and close your eye. Yeah, it doesn't show up as this nice minty green. I'm very disappointed in I'm very disappointed in their eye colors, cream eye colors, because you look at this and you look at what it looks like on the eye, and it's not dark enough, it's not pigmented enough. You would think for cream it would be a little better than that. Alright, so we're going to do some of the lip gloss. This is sort of like the eyeshadow cream. This is sort of a pinkish color. It should go on nice and smoothly since it's sort of a cream. And let's see. I think it's not going to be pigmented enough, and it's not going to really show too much. And as you can see, it did show up. I'm very pleased with the color. It did show up. It's a very nice, pretty pink. It showed up pretty nicely. This is the lip gloss. They sell these at Walmart, Walgreens, any major store. You can get these in a pack. And yeah, this is the pink lip gloss. Looks pretty nice, nice pigment. So next we have this sort of sheen, shimmery. It's sort of a darker pink. So here it is. And here's it compared with this one. And here's it compared with this one. This one's a little bit, it's a little bit lighter. It's sort of like a dark baby pink. So let's go ahead and try this on her. Alright, so as you can see, the color did show up really well. It's a very pretty color. Definitely looks beautiful on her. And I did expect it to show up a little less, but it did show up pretty well. So I'm very happy. Looks very nice, and I will be using this one in the future. Alright, so we're going to go on to our blush. Alright, so here we have one of the Color Workshop blushes. And we're going to use the darker color in this one. I don't feel like the lighter color is going to show up, but I guess we can go ahead and do the lighter color. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply the lighter color. And as you see, the lighter color doesn't really show up much. You can layer it and it's still not gonna show up. So I'm very disappointed on that. But let's go ahead and try out the darker red. The darker red's struggling right now. It's struggling. It's showing up, it's appearing, so that's good. But it's struggling. It's struggling to appear. I'm gonna mix these two together. Struggling to appear. But overall, would I use it? Yes, I would. Even though it is struggling to show up, I think that it looks pretty nice. Maybe if you're doing sort of a nude makeup, maybe if you're doing a nude look, this would be pretty handy. So again, this is the Color Workshop blush.